This afternoon we have Megan Pollini and Jody Pollack after a 2-2 tie with GNAC rival Mount Ida College this afternoon here in Columbus Day. Guys, it was a comeback tie, if you call it. You were trailing 2-1. Megan, you put the team up early with a goal. Just kind of talk about the goal.
Well, it was meant to be a cross and just ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah,
really, is what happened.
It was about 20-25 yards out.
Yeah.
It just sailed in the top left corner.
Yeah.
Meant to be a cross. Well, hey, second goal of the season for you.
Yes.
Trailing 2-1 late, and a beautiful goal scored by Danny Daigle off a cross, a header goal off a cross from Lizzie Callanan. Talk about the emotion of that play to tie the game.
I think just that goal got us all pumped up, and we really wanted to go into the overtime like dominating, and everybody was so happy that it just tied the game up.
Now, soccer is one of those interesting games where you can put all the pressure on because of the formations on the field, and then overtime comes and it's different formations starting off fresh again. Didn't have that many scoring opportunities in the overtime frames. Is that correct?
Yeah, we did.
Nothing
Maybe
really.
a corner kick, but
Yeah. Now, you guys dominated the game statistically, other than on the scoreboard. 31-11 advantage in shots and a 12-zip edge in corner kicks. Talk about perhaps maybe frustration is the wrong term, but to dominate like that and not to put the goals on the board. What is the maybe the correct term? I don't know if it's frustration, but
I think it's frustrating taking all the corner kicks. But
yeah, you take out all the corners.
I have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone's putting the effort in there. We're just not getting the ball to fall in the right place.
Right.
Put it in.
That's certainly not a lack of effort.
No, everyone puts everything out there to get the ball, but we're just missing by inches on the sides of the goal, or
yeah, the ball's bouncing the wrong way, or
especially because our field is really terrible right now.
Yeah.
The conditions of it.
We'll talk about that a little bit. How much does that give you guys an advantage because or is it really kind of an even playing field so no one has an advantage?
I think it depends. If they come from playing on a turf field, I think it gives us an advantage because the turf is never really like that. But
Right.
if they have grass, then their field's probably in the same condition as ours is.
Right, because of the recent rain and the colder weather and not a lot of sunshine in the last 5-6 days. All respect to our field crew here, does the best that they can. But last weekend, you guys had an opportunity to play a home game on turf against Emmanuel. Well, what was that? What was that like for this team? Emmanuel plays all their home games on turf?
Yes.
So did that give them an advantage in turn?
I thought it was going to give them an advantage, but when we came out, it didn't seem to at all.
No, you guys had the lead, and it was a difficult loss.
Yes, very.
And because we have really fast players, that it
Right.
was kind of an advantage for us because we would just send them, and they were faster than their defensive line and got us through.
Right.
But then we came back.
Now both freshmen, I always ask this question of first-year players, what has been the biggest adjustment for you guys coming into the college level? What do you think the biggest difference in the game between high school and college?
Well, for me, I played in a diamond defense always, and so adjusting to like a flat 4 was different for me, and I was used to playing centrally where now I'm playing outside. So that was a big adjustment, and probably just like the physical play is more here, and you can get away with more pulling at the shirts and all that kind of stuff in college than you could in like high school or travel.
Okay.
No, I agree. It's a lot more physical, but I was used to, when we were playing the 4-4-2, I was used to that positioning, and then now that we switched it to 4-3-3, it's kind of hard to get used to for me.
You guys have switched recently to that formation?
Yeah, I'm used to having the outside mids being able to run. So
okay.
It's more running.
Oh, Jody, talk about, obviously today no luck finding the back of the net, but 2 goals against Norwich on Saturday, 2 really big goals in a big conference game for the Monks. Talk about what that was like for you, and maybe describe the goals a little bit, because obviously we weren't there. It was a road game.
Yeah, one of them was right on the line across the net from Pollack, and I just happened to be there and beat the goalie to it and hit it right in, and then within like it was a minute, Merch sent me the ball right through the middle, and it was like a wide open, and hit it right to the corner. And I was very happy.
Yeah, pretty thrilled with that.
Yeah.
Do you have any family members there or anything like that?
Yeah, both my parents happened to come to the game, so
wow.
it was good. They came from home, so.
That must have been awesome to celebrate that with your family. I bet the bus ride back was all right.
Yeah, and the boys winning, everybody was very happy.
No, that was awesome. Now you're tied for the team leading goals with 4. Is that something does that surprise you a little bit? Did you think to come in here and contribute that much as far as scoring as a freshman, or what are your thoughts on that?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I didn't expect to get as much game time as I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I don't know, like coming in, having 4 goals, I think it's just my normal like season kind of.
Yeah. All right. It's okay to be confident. And Megan, 11 games, played in all 11 with 10 starts. Is that something that, did you know going in that you were going to be in that position to be a starter?
I didn't expect to be a starter coming in because they didn't lose much defense last year. But when I had my first, when we found out the teams, he had said, "You're right there to be a starter, so keep up the hard work." So I just kept it up, and it's paid off so far.
Right, excellent. A very young team, so a lot of potential going forward, and hopefully this year you guys can push through and get in the playoffs, and then anything can happen from there. Tough tie today, but congrats on the effort coming back and tying the game in overtime and getting at least a point out of it. And good luck the rest of the season.